what were we talking about right before the Chad twerking?
Having our minds blown?
Oh, yeah. What blew your guys' minds?
Dom, do you want to tell the story?
Please.
Or?
Oh, please tell me.
Sure, yeah. So Chad and I, we were supposed to go to see John Boorman's the Excalibur.
Okay.
I think it's just called Excalibur.
Yeah, Excalibur.
We meant to see that, but things happened and our plans fell through. And then I said, Chad, just come over to my house on Friday. We'll get some tacos and we'll hang out and watch a movie. So I have Excalibur. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll do that. But then we got food. It was delicious. We got McDonald's. Chad paid with a chip, and it went flawlessly. And Chad learned that the chip is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, like the chip in the card?
I gave them a poker chip for my Vegas days. Yeah.
Chad placed an order. He put his card into the thing within 2 seconds. It approved his transaction, told him to take his card out. It was amazing.
That's wonderful.
McDonald's got that locked down. They got that chip locked down. We also, so it was like 2 or 3 fast food places all for food at once.
So you stopped at multiple fast food places?
Well, there's this place near me that does, it's just like a seafood Mexican place. They have great fish tacos and a shrimp burrito that Chad likes. So
man, that's a good shrimp burrito. Like, that is my jam. Yeah.
Is it? Do you really like it?
It's something really good about it, dude. There's probably like crack in it or something. It's like really solid.
Crack does taste really good.
Never talk about it. It's addictive, but also just like really tasty. Like
it's the crunch.
Good.
It's the crunchy texture of crack.
It's like really dried Cinnabon cream. That's what it tastes like.
Oh my
sweet.
God, stop.
Yeah, we so like on the way home, there's a McDonald's on the way home. And Chad was like, "Oh, let's go in here. I want to get a drink. I want to get a fountain drink because fountain drink's real nice." And we ended up getting some fries too. But anyway, we get to my house. We enjoy some marijuana.
Oh no! You just can't just outright say marijuana on the podcast. We're gonna get flagged. You got to say a code word for it. You got to say like
we're gonna get you get flagged for saying marijuana.
Oh, iTunes goes through it and they send you a message. And go, hey, you're doing a real good job.
You're doing a real good job.
They
talking about weed.
No, they're doing a good job talking about weed. They let you know.
Oh,
okay.
They're from San Francisco, dude. They love that shit.
We partake in some cannabis. And
hold on, did you partake before the food journey?
Yes. Well, no. We got the food.
Oh.
Came back.
Oh.
Enjoyed some cannabis in some shape or form. I'm gonna leave that a mystery.
Okay.
But
that's
and
the
then
detail.
I'm gonna guess. You had a weed suppository.
Oh my! Is that wait? Hold on though. Is that a thing though? I want to yes and the joke, but is that a thing?
Yes, we had a dank bomb.
You had a dank bomb. It's how you eat the weed with your butt.
It's like a bath bomb, but it's for your butthole, and it's weed. But anyway, I was like, oh yeah, we could watch Excalibur, or we could watch any one of these movies that I have. I have a bunch of movies. I have a lot of movies.
You got a pretty good collection. I think we both do, but you have a pretty good collection. Yeah.
Thanks, man. I offered some choices. I think I pulled out The Town That Dreaded Sundown, which is just a good, fun horror movie. I also took out The Intruder, starring William Shatner, which is a movie where William Shatner is a racist who comes to a town and turns the whole town racist.
Cool. Yeah, it's basically just like, I don't like minorities, and the whole town goes, that's a great idea. And that's kind of the movie.
We can get behind it. Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
Hey, racism's kind of cool, is basically the message.
Well, I think it's a cautionary tale.
Yes.
Right. Okay, good.
But it's worth watching the trailer for if you're interested. It's on YouTube. But we also I also own the Planet of the Apes Blu-ray box set.
Oh man,
which is all the DVDs crammed inside one DVD Blu-ray case. But anyway,
how many are there?
I was like,
there's like 20.
5. There's 5 originals.
Okay, that's. I felt like there was like 20.
And what I pitched to Chad, which is what we ended up watching, I said, Chad, why don't we watch the first sequel ever made which is Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
I still believe it was the first sequel. Like that detail in itself was driving me nuts to picture the first sequel ever.
Yeah, so film studios have done serials, but they never did a direct sequel to a movie. So Fox, almost everything they did was a bomb. Dr. Dolittle, Hello Dolly, a bunch of movies from the time. They were doing very poorly. But Planet of the Apes was a huge hit.
Oh, yeah.
So they were like, all right, let's go back to the well. Fucking part 2. What's it going to be? So, like, while they were making the film, they developed a number of ideas. They also prototyped, which I showed to Chad,
the Dank Bomb. That's when they came up with the Dank Bomb,
which is a suppository. Which, if you don't know, it's a thing that goes in your butthole so that you can live. But anyway, they even made Human Ape Child. You can find that on the internet. It is spooky,
but it looks better.
Is a long story.
It looks better though.
The makeup ain't bad. It is creepy to look at. Paul, you might want to.
I haven't seen it. Should I Google that? Human Ape
Child.
Go ahead and
Well, be careful how you Google Human Ape Child hybrid, but go for it. Yeah,
I'm gonna get Humanties for sure.
Yes, put Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Human Ape Child.
Getting there. Keep going.
But yeah, so anyway, it's the first sequel ever, and it's the craziest movie. I said to Chad, this movie will shock you. And really I pitched that to everyone.
Well, can I just add on to, like, so again, I think the reason it was blowing my mind is there's so many sequels now that it's such a commonplace thing. So you picture like, okay, yeah, we're doing a Men in Black again. So yeah, we know how to do it. We know how to reintroduce the characters. You all remember Agent J. Let's do some jokes. Let's do some callbacks to the original. Let's have a bad guy that's kind of similar to the same thing. Let's maybe subvert the tropes. If he had a big gun the first time, he has a small gun the second time, whatever. Like,
right.
It's so easy. So in this one, it was kind of bizarre to watch them just go like, what do we do? That was the end of it. He found the Statue of Liberty. Like,
we spent everything we had.
We went through all of our ideas. That was the Planet of the Apes. And part of the thing is because they don't know how to do it again, they just show the first part of the movie is just the end of the last one again. They just show it again. Like they
just show that reveal, that lead up the conversation between Zaius
the whole
and
scene?
Taylor. Yeah, they have this. It's about 5 minutes.
What?
Because like audiences won't know what's going on, so we just gotta like keep the.
Well, there was no
rolling.
home video. Yeah. There was no home video,
so they like show it to you again.
It had been like a couple of years, so you were just like, I don't know what happened there. I just remember the Statue of Liberty. He screamed.
Yep.
And then it just keeps going. It doesn't even like time jump, or it's not even like a title. It's just like, all right, moving on. Like that, we just let the cameras roll for another 2 more hours. Here's what happened afterwards. So
I like that.
It was interesting because I told you, Dom, that like if they had done this same thing for all of the other sequels, I know they couldn't have because they time jumped and all that sort of stuff. But you'd essentially be able to do a like 5 movie long master cut where it's just one movie, like actually would just be one giant movie,
like The Godfather, like super cut.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even have to like force it or like kind of do editing tricks. It would just be like, no, this is just one movie.
It just rolls.
It just rolls. It's such a nuts movie. What are some of the things
I'm looking at the Human Ape Child. Kind of like him. Kind of think he's cute. I like his little. I like his.
He's a little bit of like an Eddie Munster type, except an ape.
He's got a cool ribbed cloak that he wears, which I like.
I guess if you're gonna watch this movie at some point, like skip ahead a few minutes, but like. I just feel like we gotta just mention a couple of things that come up just so people understand when we say
well,
it's crazy.
I mean, should you mention any of it? I mean, I think it's so much fun to be blown away by that movie.
There was a couple of times where you had to be like, very politely, mind you, Chad, I have neighbors. They are going to get mad. You need to keep it down. Because I kept screaming.
I didn't say something like that, but you were blown away. This movie blows you away.
Here's one I can say that blew me away from the very beginning. Beyond just continually thinking about executives and writers trying to come up with like a sequel for the first time ever. Like that blew my mind. But early on, you find out that I don't know if they were mentioned in the first movie. Like we call it episodes, right? The first movie, but in the second one, they go like, "Oh, we can't go into the certain area. That's the forbidden zone." And the dude who's supposed to be Charlton Heston but isn't Charlton Heston because there's another dude who's just handsome Charlton Heston but younger.
Charlton Heston didn't want to do the movie, so he ended up agreeing to terms which you can read about later, which is fascinating. But yeah, it's just like this. All of Planet of the Apes happened in the first 30 minutes to a different guy.
Yeah,
he gets caught in the forbidden zone and everything, the same shit.
I think that's the other part too. Was it's the first sequel ever, and they're still doing the most cliche sequel thing of like, let's cast a younger same dude, like let's get another guy that looks like him, and we can pay less money and will be sexier for the audience. They already did it. It's the first sequel ever. I
was gonna say, while we're talking about sequels and their inherent terribleness, typically, they're typically very bad. These guys are kind of heroes because they actually tread. This is the first time that doing a sequel was a brave and bold task.
Yes,
and this sequel,
they go for it.
they would never make anything crazy like this. It's so crazy.
I feel like I really have to watch this.
Paul, I implore you. It's Halloween. This is Halloween enough. Okay. By the way, this is Halloween.
By the way, happy Halloween.
I'm pretty sure. Happy Halloween. That's my favorite Netflix category for movies. Halloween enough. Fuck it.
Halloween enough. What's in there?
What's in there?
Unbreakable.
Oh, that's spooky.
It's kind of spooky. I think it takes place during the fall.
The Man in the Iron Mask. It's got a mask.
He's got an iron mask. Isn't that sad?
Wait, hold on. Before we I just gotta mention the one thing I can't say that did blow me away. Because it's not really a spoiler. They have this forbidden zone, right? And they're like, we can't ride into this. There's a big wall of fire, of energy fire. And and it's the reason why no monkey or man or anything ever goes into it. And I looked over at Dom. I think I held you because I was that freaking out. Was Dom? This is the plot of like 10 Knuckles the Echidna comics. Like some writer of Knuckles the Echidna like just took this and called it the Forbidden Zone, and it was drawn the exact same way, and it was a plot, and I knew every detail of it. And I was like,
wait, it really was? It really was?
Yeah, fucking Ken Penders just goddamn stole this plot for Knuckles the Echidna, and I didn't know. And so that I could like guess other things that were going to happen because of Knuckles comics. And
he was like, no one has watched this movie. I can steal all of it.
These are dumb 12-year-old kids reading this comic. He was right. And then I can just take it from the 60s movie. Oh man, it made me feel ashamed.
He was playing the long con because he knew you guys would go get your fast food 20 years after you read that comic book, give yourself a dank bomb, and then be blown away at his genius.
A dank bomb.
Yeah, that was. I felt like really ashamed though for some reason. Like the same way if you ever like have a movie reference where you finally see a really acclaimed movie, but you know the movie because of like an Animaniacs joke.
Yes,
like, that kind of thing.
yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Where you're like, oh, I'm culturally bankrupt. Fuck.
Oh, that was Marlon Brando they were making fun of. Like that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So Planet of the Apes, Blu-ray, all 5 movies.
Mm-hmm.
$24 on Amazon.
That's a
deal.
That's a great purchase.
That's a deal.
I will add one more detail if it's not enough to sell you, because they added a bizarre CG Dr. Zaius that like greets and talks to you between each movie. So that's worth the price of admission.
No, what? That actually is fucking fantastic.
I'm pretty sure it was made in the early 2000s, but I can't say with certainty.
It looked like one of those things that would be like on an animatronic ride.
Okay, I think I could handle that. It's almost Halloween. It's Halloween enough.
Halloween enough.
I
really like Halloween enough as a category.
Can we pitch Netflix that idea?
For people that Halloween enough, Dead Poets Society.
Yeah, it's got like there's like a death.
It's
like
happens during the fall, right? During school.
Yeah, it's like there's like
wait.
Someone might really die in it, but that's like that's life. Life happens, and it's scary because it's real.
Life.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like, is the category just if it's fall? Like,
I don't know, Chad. Is that Halloween enough?
Because what's that like movie where there's like 4 kids who like launch that rocket? What is that called? November Skies or whatever. Like,
I don't know what you're
October
talking about.
Skies.
But
Is that the one with the... Yeah.
Like,
That sounds Halloween enough.
is that Halloween enough? Even though it has nothing scary about it? October Sky. Or is
October
it like...
Sky?
There's a scary old man in it.
Okay, so maybe if there's like an old man fall... Like, you know what it is? It's like a list of like 2 of 5 things, right? Like if it's got an old man, fall, anything spooky, like a jump scare...
I was thinking like Donnie Darko is like Halloween enough.
Oh,
too.
that's definitely that's almost like too Halloween, I'd say.
Well, I mean, I'm starting to see a lot of Jake Gyllenhaal popping up in movies that I think are Halloween enough.
Yeah,
and I think that he could basically be the category of Halloween enough.
Is Nightcrawler Halloween enough?
That's Halloween enough.
That's Halloween enough. Yeah, there's some real horror in there.
I mean, I guess like any of these Zodiac, Halloween enough, right?
Halloween enough.
Here's a question: is Okja Halloween enough?
What is Okja? I don't know that.
That's the
one.
new. That's the new one with like the CG hippo pig that everyone wants to eat.
Oh, Okja.
Okja. Oh, that's the Netflix movie.
Yeah.
That's Halloween enough. They'll stick it in there just to get some more views on that shit.
Okay. Enemy's got a giant spider. That's Halloween enough. Holy shit, he is Halloween enough.
Chad, I just want to interject here just to put a cap on the Planet of the Apes talk.
Yes.
Paul, get the DVD set. Watch the first Planet of the Apes. Enjoy yourself. It's a great movie.
Time. Yeah.
Watch Beneath. Get blown away. Maybe watch 3.
I was gonna say loop back into 3. I'm gonna stick with 3.
But you want to get to 4, and you want to get to the uncut version. You want to get to the uncut version of 4, where apes shoot cops in the face with guns, and there's an effect where you just see that happen, where apes shoot cops in the face.
Oh boy, that sounds great.
It's crazy. It was heavily edited for the theaters. It's a crazy movie.
I think I told this to you, Dom, too, is like there's something about Planet of the Apes that is so funny to me because, listen, it's a fun premise. The new ones are actually pretty good too. But it's such a like we're just figuring out sci-fi. Like it's such a like we're taking our first steps into the idea of science fiction and pop culture.
Right.
So let's do about a planet that's not like our own. What's the craziest thing you can think of? What if they were like like us, but like not like monkeys? I don't know. That's it's like the closest animal we could possibly be.
Right.
And for some reason, that really tickles me. Like you could picture some guy like pitching Planet of the Apes to Richard Sterling, right? Roger Sterling wrote the first one.
Yes.
Like, and he's like, okay, sure. And then someone's like, what about like dog men? And like, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here with this dog man. That's too crazy. No one's gonna buy it. Monkey men, though. Yeah, monkey men. That
Listen, whatever it is, we have to have one of them be hot enough that you kind of want to fuck it.
Yeah.
And I'm not fucking a dog person, okay?
Not yet. We're not ready yet.
We're not there yet.
I'm open to the idea.
There's something about just that idea to me is like, okay, we got to lay this groundwork down, then we'll get to Star Wars. Like then we can move forward with crazier ideas. But first, Monkey Men.
Was Planet of the Apes, was that a book first or was it a movie originally?
Yeah, it was either a book or a short story. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering. I didn't know. I know what you're saying though, Chad. It feels like it's like it's weird enough because they can be like, all right, it's not Earth, but we shot everything on Earth because that makes sense. Yeah. And then that way we just got to put some guys in some silly makeup. We got that, you know? Yeah,
they also probably had like 20 gorilla suits like already just around in a Hollywood lot. It just feels that kind of like we're just making this up as we go. Whatever.
I always feel that with TNG. I'm always like, oh yeah, the Western set was just wide open that day. So they were like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
But I do have respect for the, like, when I used to work retail, the dudes that would come in and buy every version of the Planet of the Apes set. Not to include you in this as well, Dom, because you now own it. But there was a period of time where I was like, who are these fucking weirdos? These, like, dudes in their 50s who are, like, getting the Criterion edition of Planet of the Apes. This thing looks boring as shit. And now I'm realizing it's a thing.
It's good. I loved Planet of the Apes as a kid. My uncle showed it to me, and I was, like, blown away by it.
It's the first one's a solid movie.
Yeah,
it's a solid movie. I would say a few of them are solid movies, but the first one, as parodied as much as you think you know it, when you watch it, all those big story beats land. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Also, like, man, all the Futurama and Fallout just rip off from Beyond Beneath the Planet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that. I didn't
Oh,
realize
yeah?
how much.
Oh, yeah? Really? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Oh, frick, I gotta watch this so bad. This is what I miss. I miss being blown away with you guys. That's one of the things I miss about not being on the same coast as you guys. I miss it.
We gotta find a way to astral project you.
That's true.
Yes.
We gotta get holograms.
Well, I gotta get hologrammed.
Gotta get hologram.
Well, let's just dank bomb at the same time, and hopefully it'll be just as good.
I'm down with that.
I'm down to try it. Yeah. Well, wait.
I do. I watch movies with my brother on the internet frequently.
All right, let's dank bomb and watch the movie.
Welcome to Goosebuds, by the way. This is
welcome to Planet of the Apes cast.
Monkey Men, our once every year podcast about Planet of the Apes. News.
Monkey Boys.
Planet Monkey. Sure. Or how about Doctor shit. I'm trying to think of Dr. Zayas pun. I have nothing.
Ape Planet Pod.
Okay, that's not bad.
All right. Okay. All right.
And it's AP. AP is the acronym.
Is this the least palpable intro episode of Goosebuds ever?
Ape podcast episodes. Ape. That's our podcast.
Wait, is there a pun there I missed on, or is it just the word?
No,
ape
it's just
times?
it's just so I can spell out ape again. It's a terrible name so that I can spell ape.
It's
with
just
the,
Ape
with the
Planet Experience, man.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Ape. Speaking of apes, there's an ape on the cover of this book, Chad.
Okay, yeah. Let's get into that book. Should we explain what we? God, if you've listened again, like every episode, if you listened to this far and you don't know what we're doing, like you probably
get in the game.
Get in the game, I guess. Like, good luck to you on this episode.
We got to come up with a teaser, a quick teaser that's going to be like, all right, you can skip past this part, and then
or like a narrator that just explains and apologizes at the same time what we do.
I think if you download a podcast, you should at least read the description, and if you don't, and you go, "What is this?" Then you screwed yourself. You're the
it's their fault, not ours.
It's also our fault that we don't have there's a 15-minute preamble about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Before we start doing the book.
That's any good podcast.
You're right.
Okay?
You're right.
What I'm saying? The warm up, the hang, the chill sesh. You got to get into us.
This is the foreplay.
Get into what we're going to get.
This is the
audio foreplay.
Why doesn't cable news do this more? Like, why doesn't, if I turn on 60 Minutes, right? Like, it should just be them shooting the shit for 15 minutes around the table before they get into North Korea talk. Let's learn about them a little bit.
Yeah, just talking about the types of things they like to put up their butt for recreation for a little bit.
I'd watch a lot more news and feel a lot more trusted and safe with them than if I heard a little bit about them.
It would also make me feel not so self-conscious about taking a dank bomb. Other people take dank bombs.
the man on the TV box does a dank bomb.
What's weird about taking a dank bomb is I want to come up with details, but I don't.
Well, I would say the worst part about the dank bomb is it's so much easier to have a friend do it for you, but and so it encourages hanging out with a good friend like your buddy Dom, and then you kind of exchanging dank buds. But for some reason, isn't it funny how the second person to do the dank bud has to ask the other person to really do it. The other person's like, "No, I'm good." Once they got their dank bomb, they're just ready to go down to sleep. Right?
They can bail on you. That's how, it shows you have a good friend, someone who'll dank bomb your ass for you.
Yeah, even after they've already been danked bombed, that's the biggest, hardest part of it. Yeah. Than
I swear, we're going to talk about Goosebumps at some point.
Let's just talk about. We're doing an adventure episode, right, Dom?
We are. We're doing Give Yourself Goosebumps, The Deadly Experiments of Dr. Eeek.
Ooh, which has been recommended to us on our Patreon by several people, I believe.
So I hear.
What is his name? Dr. Zeke?
Dr. Eeek.
Oh, Dr. Eeek.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just going to throw this out there. Zeke is the scariest name.
Oh.
Zeke?
Yeah.
Zeke is scary. It's a very scary name.
Yeah, sure. I'd say it's Halloween enough.
It's Halloween enough.
It's Halloween enough.
It's Halloween enough for sure. I could go with that.
Well, I'm going to DM here where I'll read you to the story, and you two will make your choices. And If you get to a positive ending before we're all bored of this, then you win. I think
the most clear-cut rule we've ever had.
There used to be a thing where you had lives where I think that's the way to do it.
I like the streamlined rules. I really do.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
Well, what do you say? Should we get into this? I've had a glass of wine here, and I'm ready to read.
I had a whole pint of ice cream. I'm ready to share being a boy with you, Paul.
Oh, you're all jacked up.
I'm all jacked up on sugar. Let's do it.
Oh, let's roll.
How did you get in here? A voice calls as you enter the waiting room at Eeek Laboratories. That door is supposed to be locked at all times. You and your friend Sam jump. You didn't think anyone was around. Then you spot the receptionist hiding behind a tall desk. She's short, frizzy-haired redhead wearing too much lipstick for her thin lips. She glares at you as if she expects you to turn around and then leave.
Dom, I gotta say from the description of her in the book, that voice was perfect.
I know. It just happened that way.
I'm sorry, it just got real sexy, like real fast. What happened? That was okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Wait, it got sexy to you?
wait, do we not think she's sexy? I'm sorry. Are we not picturing?
Well, I mean, to each his own. I'm sorry.
maybe don't want to shame me, but maybe my fetish is someone
short,
yelling at me,
frizzy-haired redhead wearing too much lipstick.
Yeah, I don't know why I read that as super sexy.
Chad, you've had too much ice cream.
Chad, you're seeing anything. You want to fuck anything with that cream on you.
I'm out of control.
As soon as you figure out you're in the wrong place, I'm looking for my mom, you yell to her. Who's your mom? Oh, wait, I'm doing the voice. Who's your mom? The receptionist asks. She starts to pack up her things to leave. You glance at the clock. It's almost 5:30. Quitting time. She's the new lab technician.
You added that quitting time, didn't you?
No, that's in there.
Oh, great. Beautiful. Cool.
She's the new lab technician, you explain. She's working on some top secret experiments for Eeek. Really? For Dr. Eeek? The receptionist gazes at you suspiciously. Yeah, I guess, you say. But really, you're not sure. How come your mom never mentioned him before, Dr. Eeek? All she ever told you was that she has a new job in a research lab. You didn't know there was a medical doctor involved. Doctors give you the creeps.
Dude, wait. Mom's cheating on Dad with Dr. Eeek, dude.
I'm sorry, isn't it called Dr. Eek's Laboratory? Didn't you just say that?
Yeah, I guess it. I guess
it's just weird for her to not know that he's there, but it's called. Sorry, anyway, whatever. Fine. Maybe they changed the name recently.
Are you sure your mom works for Dr. Eeek? The receptionist grills you. She raises an eyebrow. Her eyebrows give you the creeps. In fact, this whole place gives you the creeps. From the minute you stepped off the elevator on the 19th floor, there were no signs of life. No one in the echoing hall. Nothing but the creaking elevator door. And then you spotted the door to Eeek Labs. Your mother never told you about that either. The door looked like the door to a huge vault. It was heavy steel and about 6 inches thick. Your best friend Sam pulled a small handle near the edge of the door. To your surprise, the door swung open easily. Okay, you told yourself, so the place has a weird door. There's no reason to freak out.
No.
Yeah, she works here, you tell the receptionist. She does research. Well, take a seat, she replies. I'm sure your mom will be right here. Dude. Then she packs up her oversized tote bag and walks out. You search. Oh wait, what's that, Paul?
I was gonna say she's terrible at security. I'll just say that much.
Oh yeah, she just lets people in and hang out.
Yeah, we didn't even have to try anything. We just kind of just said yes to everything she said.
It was a classic kid con, and she fell for it
hard.
Yeah.
You search around for a chair, then you see them across the room. The chairs are all orange plastic, and they're all chained together.
What?
Yeah, you sit down in an orange plastic chair. But Sam doesn't. He starts roaming around the waiting room. So, what movie is your mom going to take us to? Sam asks. You shrug. Who knows? But remember, Sam, we promised my mom we wouldn't act too wild in here. You warn with a grin. Yeah, he says. Like he really cares. He wanders over to the receptionist's desk. He picks up a glass of clear liquid that's sitting there.
Want me to pour this on my crotch?
It's probably just water, but hey, you cried, don't drink that. But before you can stop him, he drinks it down. Sam drains the glass in one gulp. Then he whirls around to face you. Sam, I mean it, you moan. We can't fool around. This is a science lab. He starts to answer, but suddenly his face turns white. He clutches his throat and gasps. The veins in his neck start to pop out. A moment later, he makes a hideous face as if he's turning into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, both of them at the same time. You freeze. Your heart pounds wildly. What did you drink? You ask him. You race over to the desk. You pick up the glass Sam was drinking from and sniff to see if it has a smell. Nothing. Sam bursts out laughing. He gives you a devilish
fucking
grin.
Sam, dude.
Water, Sam says.
Oh, that's
to the
not even
glass.
clever.
It's
Fuck off.
Just water.
Okay.
You can't stop laughing, too. You like Sam. He's funny. But sometimes your best friend can go too far. He's always playing crazy jokes on you. Sam gazes around.
Crazy jokes, like his classic drink water.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the time he pranked me with water, dude, I'll never forget it.
Dude, we're gonna talk about that when I get married, Sam.
When I marry you, Sam, we're gonna talk
when
about
we
it.
were waiting for my mom before we saw Batman Forever. Sam gazes around. You're sure he's trying to find something else to get into. Maybe we should look for my mom, you suggest. Anything to keep Sam from getting into more trouble. His eyes light up. Great idea, he cries. Maybe we could do our own experiments. On second thought, maybe you should just sit tight and wait. If you sit down and wait for your mom, turn to page 11. If you look for her, turn to page 6.
Go ahead.
I want to know what kind of wild shit Sam is going to drink next, so I got to see.
Yeah, we also never benefit from just being good boys as much as we want to be. Yeah, Let's not sit there.
All right.
Sorry, RLL is going to reward a little risky behavior, especially around Halloween.
Oh, of course. This is all about causing tricks.
Yeah, he's dangling a naked lady playing card in front of you, and he's like, take a look at this, don't you? Let's go look for my mom, you tell Sam. But remember, no goofing around. This is a science lab. Right, Sam agrees. He zooms through the waiting room door into a long hallway. You quickly follow. The hallway is pretty boring. Just a lot of closed doors on white walls. And there's no way to know what's behind most of them. You open the first one and peek in. Bummer. It's just the lounge. At least that's what it looks like. There are 2 beat-up brown couches, a table, some chairs, and a bunch of vending machines. Got any change? Sam asks. I'm starving. You pull coins from your pocket. You've got enough for only one snack selection.
Oh, sweet.
You drop the coins into the slot in the machine. You start to punch the number for your favorite candy bar. But before you can hit the buttons, a hand suddenly claps down on your shoulder.
God damn it. I wanted to fucking pick the snack. I got really excited that that's what we were going to get to do. And I was hoping for some RL branded snacks.
That would have been great. Yeah.
Frick.
A Zoom bar.
Anyway. See, let us do that and give us a speed bonus. We could game the fuck out of these books, but no.
Wow, you gasp as you turn around. It's a big, hairy chimpanzee.
No,
it's
you
not.
and Sam freeze. This chimp has you cornered in the lounge. Where did he come from? Is he friendly or dangerous? You have no idea what he'll do. He's bigger than any chimp you've ever seen. In fact, he's at least as tall as you are. More like a gorilla. You think. You swallow hard. I've never seen a chimp up close like this before, Sam whispers. Me neither, you whisper back. The chimp tilts its head, staring at you. He never seems to blink. Then slowly he reaches his other big hairy hand toward your throat.
Whoa!
You want to scream, but nothing comes out. The chimp moves closer to your throat. But he doesn't grab you or even touch you. Instead, he reaches past you to touch the buttons on the candy machine. He points directly at A6. Hey, cries Sam. He wants you to get a different candy bar. Cool, you say, smiling at this amazing monkey. But
that's not cool. Fuck you, monkey. Get your own candy bar.
But is it okay to give candy to a chimp? Before you decide, Sam pushes the button for A6. A chocolatey, peanutty thing drops into the slot. Sam quickly unwraps the candy bar and hands it to the chimpanzee. His monstrous teeth chomp down hard on the candy bar. He finishes it in 2 bites and then pats you on the head. A moment later, he motions for you to follow him. Come on, let's see what he wants, Sam cries. I don't know, you reply. I thought we were looking for my mom. Maybe we should go back to the waiting room. Sam rolls his eyes. Where's your sense of adventure? Well, where is your sense of adventure? If you follow the chimp, turn to page 101. If you go back in the waiting room, turn to page 42.
I think we know what we're doing, Chad.
Yeah,
we're not being good. We're not being good boys.
We've already been talking about apes, which, by the way, I did not mean for our really good ape commentary to foreshadow our episode. But
no, we did. We wrote it that way.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, we did. Let's go monkey time. Let's follow that monkey.
All right, here we go. We're going to follow the chimp. You follow the chimp. He leads you quickly down the gleaming white hallway. Oddly enough, he seems to know exactly where he's going.
What?
When the chimp's not watching, Sam stoops over. He copies the chimp's lumbering scamper.
Smart.
Ooh, Sam cries,
Wait, sorry,
scratching
did you
his
just make a monkey
underarms.
sound?
Yeah, ooh, ooh. Sam cries, scratching his underarms and making chimp faces.
I hope this chimp rips his frickin' arms out of their sockets. I hate Sam.
The chimp turns around. The chimp turns around and catches Sam at it. He glares at both of you. The chimp is offended, guys.
He heard
Sam
you.
Offended the chimp.
Guys, are we living this book? I think we're living this
Oh my god,
book.
is this never-ending story?
It hand mimes Paul. It says free me from this book.
Weird, you think. You know chimps are supposed to be smart animals, but the gleam in this one's eyes, frankly, you think he's a lot smarter than Sam. At last, you come to the door. The chimp opens it and makes a sound. A sound kind of like, Eeek! What's in here, you wonder? You step through the door into the large laboratory. Sam follows right behind. Inside, a tall man wearing a lab coat writes on a clipboard. He whirls around. He glares at you with intense dark eyes. Who are you? He demands loudly. What are you doing here? Your only choice is to explain by going to page 122. You try to stay cool.
Ow.
Oh, what's that?
By the way, I was going to say, like as we're dealing with this, like, isn't this like a scientific facility? I just don't understand. Like,
I mean, I think you're right, Chad, but I also think it's kind of like a doctor's office more than anything else.
I'm just going to reiterate the title. The Deadly Experiments of Dr. Eeek.
Deadly?
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Okay. I wasn't
Maybe
really
that
ready
was
for-
like...
He's pulling some.
Maybe-
He's pulling some dark shit in here.
I think that was a glass of strychnine that Sam drank, and he's going to just die of poisoning soon.
Yeah.
You try to stay cool.
Yeah.
Even with the scientist glaring at you, you introduce yourself and Sam to the man. You reach out to shake his hand. Grown-ups usually like that. Ah, yes, the man says, squeezing your hand a little too tightly. I know your mother well.
Wait, what?
A brilliant
How does he know our... Wait,
scientist.
what?
Wait.
Well, you introduced.
It seemed like based on the handshake, he identified you. That's what it seemed weird about it.
You smile proudly. The chimp tugs on the sleeve of the man's lab coat, trying to get his attention. He makes some signs with his hands. You can't figure out what he's trying to say, but it seems to be a kind of sign language. The man nods as if he understands. I am Professor Yazark, one of Dr. Eek's assistants.
What?
The man says. I see you've met Oscar. He nods toward the chimp.
That's cute.
Would you care to take a look at our work? He leads you and Sam to a wall of windows. You both peer through. Wow! Sam gasps, turning the page.
He's giving us the full tour right off the bat.
Yeah, what an intimidating name of Oscar.
I love it. I think it's adorable.
Your mouth falls open as you stare through the lab window. To your amazement, the lab is filled with chimps. But they're not just monkeying around. They're doing cool things. Playing checkers, painting pictures, and reading books.
Skateboarding.
Look, says skateboarding, fucking MVP, most valuable primate.
They're tossing Capri Suns to one another from across the room. Just the raddest things.
Oh,
and
yeah.
squeezing them out in the air, and it's flying up perfectly and landing in their mouth.
God, these monkeys
love it. Look, Sam says. Those two chimps are playing a video game. Wow, can you believe their scores?
What?
What kind of research are you doing in here, you ask Professor Yazark? That's a great question. What are you doing?
The most accurate question any of these kids have ever asked. Yeah.
What? Studying the brains of chimpanzees, he explains. Chimps are very smart, and physically, they're a lot like people. There is much we can learn from them. Oscar gives the professor a nudge, a hard nudge, as if he wants to say something. The professor jumps a little. He turns to you. Oscar is wondering if you'd care to go inside, Professor Yazark says. He nods toward the next room to see the research up close. Sure, okay. Sam cries. Can we play video games? Oscar would like that very much, Professor Yazark replies with a straight smile.
I 100% relate with this kid. I would go into a deadly ape cage to play video games at 12.
Yeah. It's also very clear that, like, he is just speaking on behalf of the monkeys. Like, he wants to do this thing. He's like, yes, Oscar, in quotation marks, would very much like to play video games, i.e.
Yeah.
What's he smiling about, you wonder? Come on, Sam urges you. What are you waiting for? If you go into the room with the chimps, turn to page 67. If not, then think of an excuse on page 108.
Chad, are we still being...
This monkey really wants you guys to go into the chimpanzee room. You did give him a candy bar, so maybe you've earned his trust a little bit?
I think we have some clout amongst the chimps. Like, he's going to protect us.
Okay, sure. Or he's going to use it just like us to feed the monkeys, but no, sure, that's fine.
I mean, there's video games in there, Chad. Let's check this thing out. Okay?
There's video games. You're right. I'm sorry, Paul. I forgot there's video games. Yes.
It's worth the gamble.
Yes, totally.
Why not take a look around the lab, you think? After all, your mom never lets you do anything like this. She never shows you any of the cool stuff. This might be your only chance. Yeah, we'd love to see the chimps, you tell Professor Yazark. Professor Yazark smiles. Oscar jumps up and down. Good, Professor Yazark says. Quickly, he ushers you and Sam through the connecting door. As soon as you walk in, all the chimps glance up. They stare at you and Sam without making a sound. Weird, you think? You hold very still, not wanting to scare the chimps. That's why you don't notice what's happening behind you. Oscar the chimp is slamming the door. And locking it with a key.
No, bad Oscar!
What's going on? As soon as the door is locked, the chimps stop playing games and reading books. The fun and games are over. Several of them run to the windows and pull down the shades. Hold on. Monkeys just pull down shades in the room you're in. What are they going to do?
Monkeys understand shades, yes.
Yes.
The Oscar takes a lab coat from a hook on the wall. That's what it says, the Oscar.
Okay, the Oscar.
The Oscar takes a lab coat from the hook on the wall and slips it on.
It's Dr. Eeek.
He pulls something from his pocket and puts it in his palm. Then he walks over to Professor Yazark and holds out his hand. Resting there is a small chocolate treat. Professor Yazark snatches it and stuffs it in his mouth. As if it's a reward, Oscar pats him on the head. Then Oscar points to a far corner of the room. Hey, you didn't see that before. The whole wall is lined with large cages. Eek, eek, Oscar cries, making that same sounds again. Professor Yazark obediently hurries over to one of the cages. He crawls inside and lies down and curls up to take a nap. Uh-oh, Sam croaks, clutching her arm. Look.
What?
What is it? What could it be?
As you stare at the cages, you get a horrible sinking feeling. You see that several of the cages are occupied. but not by chimps. By people.
Oh my God!
They're all adults.
This is Planet
Most
of the
them are
Apes.
wearing lab coats.
Planet of the
And all of
Apes.
them are asleep. Sam jabs you in the ribs and points. The woman curled up in the cage in the corner. It's the thin-lipped receptionist.
What?
No wonder the halls of Eeek Laboratories were so empty. Hey, what's going on here? Sam shouts. Oscar smiles at you. A chimp smile. Then he lets out a series of eeks. You can't understand the chimpanzee, but if you could, you'd hear Oscar saying, oh, okay, you can't understand it, but this is what you
This
would
is what
hear.
it would sound
Sure.
like. We have a universal translator via R.L. Stein.
Via R.L. Stein, thankfully. We're studying human brains. Humans are very smart, and physically, they're a lot like chimpanzees. There's so much we can learn from them. Then he pats you on the head. We're especially delighted that we now have 2 human children to study. He goes on, it should be very interesting. You and Sam back away.
This guy.
You don't understand what he just said, but as soon as you stumble into the locked door, you're pretty sure you understand one very important scientific fact. This is definitely the end.
What?
Wait, whoa.
What?
What? Hold on. That's it?
That's it.
Wait, but we were bad boys. It's supposed to work out.
Yeah, that's like the start of the adventure, not like the end of it.
Sorry, guys.
We just die?
Are you fucking me?
Where were we supposed to go? Like what were we supposed to do?
We have to be good. We should have been good boys. We're
Or
the 2
not-
good boys.
Can we go back to where there's a time, right, where he was like, let's not follow the monkey into the room, right? Like that was an option at one point.
I think it was let's lie to the guy. Can we go back to the lie?
Yeah, you guys want to
Dom?
lie? to
Sure,
him?
let's lie. Sure.
All right, let's see.
What a stupid
Sam,
idea.
Okay.
Sam smiles at you. A Sam smile.
Goddamn Sam smile. I think that's a Hall & Oates song. Okay, here's your excuse. You guys ready?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, but we can't go in the lab, you say politely. That's okay, Professor Yazark replies. You probably don't have time anyway. Your mother just telephoned me. She has to go to a meeting. But she wants you to take Oscar home with you.
Hold on a second.
Then someone
Whoa!
will drop by your house later to pick you up.
Hold on. We just tried to lie, and the doctor realized our lie was bad and made a better lie up for us.
You have to take this monkey with you. Okay, sure.
You have to take a monkey home. You have to take
And
this
you're
monkey
like,
home.
sign me the fuck up. Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Let's do it.
Really, you ask? Take the chimp home? Cool, Sam shouts.
Yeah.
But it's not cool. It's not cool at all. The minute you get home, Oscar goes wild. He runs to the refrigerator and helps himself to snacks, but not to eat, to play with. He throws a handful of pineapple yogurt at the wall. Then he starts swinging from the chandelier. Help! You and Sam are worn out from chasing Oscar. I wish someone would come get this monkey, you say. That instant, the doorbell rings. You peek out the window. There's a Jeep parked outside, and standing on your porch is a tall, muscular teenager wearing sandals and a pair of cut-off jeans. What? Where is this going? No shirt. Okay. His sun-streaked hair hangs down onto his broad tan chest. He looks a little familiar, but you can't remember from where. Who is he? All right, let's see.
Who the
Okay.
fuck is this kid? I have
What
no
is,
idea.
where's this going? I'm so confused.
I like that the monkey is clearly in control in the other scenario, but in this one, he was just like, "Yeah, I'll go fuck up somebody's home."
Yeah.
So he did. That's what he did. He's apparently a smart doctor. This monkey.
Yeah. Now that we're going through this, knowing what we know, this should be a lot of fun.
Can I help you? You ask the teenager as you open the door. Chimp. He grunts in a deep voice. Got him.
What?
Before you can say anything.
Yeah.
He's just learned this like 2 minutes ago and he's using it against them, but yes.
Before you can say anything, Oscar rushes right past you. He flings himself into the guy's arms. He strokes the guy's long hair and playfully pats him on the face.
What?
The two of them start making chimp sounds, as if they know each other. Thanks.
I thought they were going to kiss.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, the guy says, flashing you a smile. All at once, he vaults over your porch railing with Oscar in his arms. He leaps into his Jeep and drives off.
What?
Wait! You scream, running after them. This can't be the guy the professor sent, can it? Then you see the guy's license plate. It's one of those vanity plates, the kind that spells out a sentence or word. You stare, mouth hanging open, at the simple black letters. No one is going to believe this, you realize. Not when you tell them the chimp was picked up by a tanned, half-naked guy who grunted and drove a car with the license plate that read, Tarzan.
What is, I don't,
Dom,
what is happening?
Dom, you wrote this part, right? You wrote this part.
This is real.
This isn't the real part of the book. You wrote this part.
This is real. Nah.
Dom,
don't even think
Dom,
it.
no
way.
Dom,
Could it be?
This is some shit that you wrote.
It says, nah, could it be? It says that?
Nah. Don't even think it. No way. Couldn't be. Could it? The end.
Fuck off. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah.
Hold up. I'm looking at this. What is this book called?
Give Yourself Goosebumps, Deadly Experiments of
Deadly
Dr.
Experiment.
Wait, are you like looking up cheats? I don't know what's happening. What is this fucking
I'm looking
book?
up endings. I'm looking up endings because I'm not entirely convinced Dom didn't write that for us.
Well, as long as you don't, you know.
Dude, a guy
God.
with the license plate.
It's real. It's real. The best part is on the good endings list. It says, this is a good ending, by the way. You see the chimpanzee get picked up by Tarzan. No one will believe this. And it links to the Wikipedia page for Tarzan, in case you don't know who that is.
Oh, good. Yeah. Also, the Bill Murray meme of no one will believe you. I guess that's what's happening.
Holy fuck, dude.
Wait, what are we supposed to fucking do with this story? Where do they want us to go?
You guys didn't do anything. I remember having my mom read us this story at bedtime one time.
Uh-huh.
And I think she was definitely tired and didn't want to read anymore.
Uh-huh.
And like, we got a quick ending too. And then she was like, all right, I'm going to bed.
And you just went to bed unsatisfied and just lost in the story.
I remember some I think he poured acid on me or something.
I'm gonna Google
I tried
acid.
to rip off his mask and I died or something.
What is okay? Where do we think we need to go back to get on an actual story? Is everything just like a dead end? What is happening?
Do we leave? Do we leave the room?
Maybe
I guess maybe you just waited for your mom.
let's go back and wait for our
mom.
mom. Let's go back and be good boys and wait for our mom.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's
do that.
Guys, I think you guys reached your limit here.
Oh, we ran out of lives. Yeah,
I'm fucking done with this.
No, we gotta try.
No, let's see. We gotta try.
At least one more.
One more.
We didn't even like get into the story. It's just been this bullshit.
The Tarzan one was pretty hilarious. I honestly, Dom, thought you were making that up as you went along.
I also thought you were making it up. I was very confused.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Let's not mess around, you say to Sam. We should wait for my mom. You take a seat in the orange plastic chairs in the waiting room. Sam plops down into another one. Bummer, he says. I thought your mom was going to take us to the movies. She is, you assure him, as soon as she gets off work. But then you look at your watch and think, uh-oh, she's already late. This has happened a lot lately. You hardly ever see your mom since she started working at Eeek Labs. She spends more and more time at the lab. When you complained about it this morning, she apologized and gave you a big hug.
Aww.
She offered to take you to dinner and the movies that night. And bring Sam too if you want, she said. You check your watch again. It's almost 6 o'clock. Where is she? It's sad that we know that she's in a cage. I'm just gonna say. It's super sad. Suddenly, the door opens. A short woman in a white lab coat steps into the waiting room. She stares at you and Sam. Then she motions for you to come with her. Sorry, we've been running late, the woman says. I'm Vanessa. Follow me.
What?
You're here for the raster experiment, aren't you?
What?
Vanessa asks. The pay is $50 cash. You get it at the end of the experiment. And it only takes about 20 minutes. Let's go. You look at Sam.
I like how bored she sounds just because you're trying to get us to the next part.
Yeah. Get the money. Go, fuck you. Take it.
Let's go.
but what kind of experiment is it? If you go along with Vanessa, turn to page 20. If you don't want to take the chance on the raster experiment. Doing it? Okay.
We're doing it.
I guess.
Of course we're doing it.
I don't know.
Yes.
I feel like we're going to get fucked because of this for some reason.
I want to make something happen. Let's go.
This
$50? Sam exclaims, his eyes light up. Great, you say, grinning. What do we have to do? Dr. Eeek will explain it to you, Vanessa replies, mysteriously. Follow me. You follow Vanessa into a long hallway. The place is empty, eerily empty. Closed doors line both sides of the hall. Vanessa's high heels click on the tile floor as she leads the way. Where is she taking you? Finally, she stops in front of a door with triple locks. There's an intercom box on the wall behind the door. She pushes the button. Yes, a man's voice crackles.
Uh-huh.
They're here, Vanessa announces. Why is she acting as if they're expecting you? Click. You hear an electronic lock unlocking. Then another, and another. The door swings open. You peer into the room. It's pitch black. Come in, a voice says from the darkness.
I'm kind of scared right now. I'm kind of spooked.
Where they're like, okay,
I'm just thinking about that $50.
Okay, children who showed up. Do you want to do an experiment? You step into the dark room.
Right.
A light flashes on. Well. What do we have here? Says an older man in a white lab coat. He has gray hair and a soft, pudgy face. Our next 2 appointments, Vanessa explains. She tucks a strand of her long brown hair behind her ear. They're here for the raster experiment. Really? The man says. He pushes wrinkled face right up to within an inch of your nose. He stares you in the eye. You try to gaze away. There's something odd about him. About one of his eyes. It looks as if his right cheek has been pulled up to meet the eye and then stapled there.
Ugh.
Gives him a weird squint.
Ugh.
Then you notice something else. His lab coat is on backward. I'm Dr. Eeek. Are you sure you're here for the raster experiment? The man asks.
No, that's staple face. Don't lie to us.
Yeah, definitely, Sam insists. What do we have to do? That all depends, Dr. Eeek says with an evil-sounding laugh. What are you willing to do?
Okay,
oh,
really,
God, this is feeling really fucked up. Yeah, I don't
like
like this at all.
Dr. Eeek is too weird, you decide. You start to back out of the room. But Sam still has dollar signs in his eyes.
Weird.
Where are you going? Sam whispers to you. Out of here, you declare.
I honestly never know what is you not. I always think you're making these things up.
I haven't made one joke yet. No, this is real.
I'm about to find out that this is like a fake book that you made up. I really am just like for a loss. I don't know.
Where are you going? Sam whispers to you. Out of here, you declare. No way, he insists. I'm staying until I get the money. Ugh. Dr. Eeek grins. Ugh. He can tell you are having second thoughts. How bad can it be? Sam mutters under his breath. I mean, seriously, your mom works here. It's got to be a safe place, right? Little does he know the title of the book is The Deadly Experiments.
Yeah.
You nod half-heartedly. But where is your mom anyway? As if he can read your mind, Dr. Eeek speaks up. Actually, he says, I'm not sure you're right for the raster experiment. I think you two are more suited to do something. He lets his voice trail off. Else, he finally says.
I'm getting real creep vibes, dude. Like, I don't know if it's how you're reading it and just intentionally or what, but this dude is like bad
This
news.
sounds worse every minute.
This guy,
that's the last line.
Agreed.
Okay. It should be the last line of this book.
Yeah, that should just be
Ever.
like,
if you do whatever Dr. Eeek tells you to do, turn to page 25. If you chicken out, turn to page 17.
I mean, I know we should follow the story, but like, this is like NBC Predator shit. Like we should.
I think we could get in trouble for telling these kids to do whatever.
Yeah.
Let's bail. Let's bail.
Let's check it out. Okay.
This is gross. Yeah, I'm checking it out. This is gross.
You clear your throat. Actually, I've got to go, you say to Dr. Eeek. I've got to meet my mom. I'm staying, Sam announces. Dr. Eeek shrugs. As you wish, he says to you. Goodbye. Pleasant meeting you. You glare at Sam and motion toward the door, but he won't follow you. You step out into the hallway alone. You start toward the reception area, but then you hear a voice cry out, "Help! Someone help me!" You freeze. Was that Sam? Did the sound come from behind you, or was it in front of you? You can't be sure. An instant later, you hear the cry again. If you go back and check on Sam, run to page 81.
I swear to God.
Someone else might be in trouble. Hurry to page 99.
Sam chose this. Sam chose his fate.
This lie.
I'm out of here.
You are going to let Sam have whatever happened to him?
Let whatever happen to him. I'm out.
Yeah, didn't he... Like, did we just see him? Like, he's in front of us. How do we suddenly not know where he is? Okay.
No, we left the room.
I guess we left the room, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Sam's all right, you decide. And besides, that cry definitely came from somewhere in front of you. Help, please, the voice calls out desperately. It seems to be coming from a room just a few feet ahead. You dash forward and pull open a lab door. There's nothing inside except an empty laboratory. A big blob of some kind of green stuff sits on the counter. Wrong room, you say to yourself. You continue down the hall. You try another door. Nope, just a broom closet. Then the next door on the left has to be it. It's already partly open. You give it a push and gasp. Right away, you know you're in an operating room. Tiled walls, metal cabinets, steel sink, heart monitors, cabinets full of rubber gloves, surgical lights above a stainless steel operating table, lumpy objects under a stained hospital sheet. Wait a minute. Lumpy objects under a stained hospital sheet? You're afraid to look under the sheet and afraid not to. What is that lumpy object? And is that what was crying out for help? You peer closer and notice a kid's sneaker poking out underneath the sheet.
This is Halloween enough.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is fall. Yes.
Oh, my God.
I feel like we have to cut this episode or something. It's going to get too real.
You feel so lightheaded. You think you'd better lie down, but where? No way you're going to lie down in the operating room. Help, a weak voice says. Please help me.
Oh, no.
You swallow hard. Your heart pounds. The room begins to spin. Do you look under that sheet? If you look under the sheet, turn to page 22. If you think you'd better lie down first, turn to page 40.
Chad, what do you want to do?
Wait, what are the options? Is lie down?
Yes.
So I feel like that's lie down, i.e. die forever, right? Like that's what that option is.
Lie down and die later.
If you'd like to lie down and give up on life, turn to page 80.
I guess we look under the sheet, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to look at the sheet, yeah.
You decide to look under the sheet. Why not? It can't be that bad, can it? Trembling, you walk over to the operating table. Sweat beads on your forehead. But you've got to do it. You've got to pull back that sheet. Slowly, you lift just the corner of the sheet. You peek underneath, near the head. Or at least you hope it's the head. It's the opposite side of the sneaker anyway. Then you lift the sheet just a little more. Then more. No! You scream when you spot what's underneath the stained cover.
Oh, God.
Help me, cries a boy about your age. Or at least you think it's a boy. You can't really tell because half of its body is covered in fur.
an abomination.
You stare at the thing underneath the covers. Your heart beats triple time. What is it? A boy? A dog? Or a little bit of each? Help me, he says
Dog boy.
again. Please, my name is Joseph. Dr. Eeek turned me into a German Shepherd, but it didn't work.
Okay, this is not real.
So now he's trying to turn me back into a kid.
Tom, you wrote this book. Tom.
No, I'm just reading it. I swear. You don't know what to say. This is so creepy. So sick. How could your mother work in a place like this? I'm strapped down, the boy exclaimed. He gestures toward his hairy dog arms. Loosen the straps so I can get free. Okay, you say. Your stomach lurches at the sight of bristly dog hair all over the kid's body. You start to undo the straps, but before you can finish, you hear footsteps approaching. Quick, you better find a place to hide. If you hide in Dr. Eek's office on the other side of the room, turn to page 129. If you hide underneath the operating table, turn to page 74.
Table, because that's the thing you don't want to do.
I guess I want to go into the office, but sure, we can head under the table if you feel strong.
I want to keep acting like exactly how a character in a horror movie acts.
This dog boy, by the way, is like my favorite character thing we've ever had in the books. I don't know why.
He's our new best friend. I love his voice. He's got a great
I really
voice.
like his voice.
You could say he's man's best friend.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? You're going to hide underneath the operating table. Wait, that's what it says.
This is the book just scolds you.
Are you kidding? You're going to hide underneath the operating table? That's what it says. It's questioning you. Yeah. Think again. The sheet that's draped over the half boy, half dog will only half cover you, which means that this was only a half-baked plan.
Oh, fuck off. That's not what we meant.
Dr. Eek hurries in and spots you immediately. Aha, he exclaims. He leers at you and rubs his hands. I see you've decided to stay a little longer and cooperate. Before you can scramble away, Dr. Eek grabs you. He forces you to drink a foaming purple liquid. Then he hooks you up to some machines, and in half an hour, he's turned you into half kid, half dog, half basketball. Hey!
Oh, no, that's not real. Shut the fuck up. That's not real.
That's fake. That part's fake.
Hey, that's too many halves. But try telling that to Dr. Eek. He doesn't care. You look in the mirror and shriek. The basketball half is attached to where you used to have a head. If you have half a brain, you bet you'll make better choices next time. But then you probably won't have half a brain anymore. Do you?
This is insane.
This is the neatest book.
That was like free association at the end there.
Yeah, was he drunk when he wrote this? Okay.
If you have half a brain, you'll make better choices next time. But then you probably don't have half a brain anymore, do you? Like, you really just wrapped it up there, dude. All right, you guys got to look at what the possible other choices are.
Holy shit! Okay, so I was looking at the endings before. I didn't want to read too many because I didn't want to influence where we were going.
Yeah.
So one was great. It was so boring. It was awesome. Of Dr. Eek. The Deadly Experiments of Dr. Eek. Let's see. So one of them. This is the most batshit insane one that we've done.
Yo,
I love this one.
By far, yes.
Your mother finds you and you go straight to bed. That's a good ending.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
This is a nice good ending. This is a great one. Getting tickled to death after answering a Goosebumps question wrong. That's one. You get tickled to death. I love the. I don't know who writes these, if it's the same person, but they do this a lot in these Goosebumps ones where they say what happens and then they say it is implied. So this one's great. Getting quartered in a maze by a giant rat. It is implied that you and Sam are eaten. And then I also like this one. I like this one. You become a clone of Dr. Eek. No one recognizes you anymore. Not even the police. And it is implied they arrest you. I love the implied endings. That's awesome.
So, okay, but like, I don't know. I guess I'm just frustrated because like I don't know what RL wants from us. Like I don't know what he needs for us to make him happy.
You don't know how to be a good goose boy. That's what you're saying.
I guess, yeah. Like that's what I'm feeling. I guess, yeah.
Dude, one of the good endings has you taking a red pill, guys.
Oh, for
what?
real?
Like a Matrix red pill?
You take a red pill and transform back, but Sam remains a dog. So you revert back to your original state. So yes, it's a Matrix red pill.
Damn.
Okay. I think RL was like drunk, but kind of like hating people or something, and just like I don't know. There's something about this one. It's feeling vindictive.
This is easily his most misanthropic work. Easily.
Yeah. It's a good use of that word. I don't know. Do we want to like? Let's kind of ask one more. Can we do one more, but go to the office?
Okay, let's go to the office.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm done. I don't want to read anymore.
That's fine. I just kind of wanted to know what happened there because I feel like I'm mad only because it seemed very clear to me that hide under the table meant like get under the table, not that they're like, oh,
that's what I thought too.
I'm about to try to lie on the table with the boy like an idiot. Like that. Yeah. That was unfair of RL. And then to belittle us for being an idiot. I'm really mad at him. That's all.
Here's what we'll do. We'll do it on Camp Goosebuds, our new podcast for Patreon supporters.
I think that's a great idea.
I think we'll pull it open and we'll go through some of the other things. We'll just see what happens. We won't play it, but we'll just go through and read it.
This was a disaster of a book. Like
I think a success for us, for the show, for listeners.
Yes, I was going to say it was actually probably the most fun one because it was so just batshit insane.
Yeah, we'll have to go through it for sure. But speaking of, it's a great segue. Let's talk about the new Camp Goosebuds, by the way, right?
Oh, yeah, let's. We've done one. Has it come out yet? Did you put it out?
It just dropped. So if you are at the right level on our Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/goosebuds, by the way, if you want to support the show. You can sign up and hear our new show of Camp Goosebuds, where instead of listening to movies, we are just talking and sharing topics and kind of bringing things to make each other laugh. Just a real good bud time, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna evolve as we go along. I think this is like a perfect use for it to go back and like explore this book.
Yes, I agree. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of reeling from it. Like, it's kind of felt like a fever dream.
I kind of still believe a little bit, Dom, that you wrote this book and you created the wiki page just to fuck with us.
It's possible. I'm looking it up.
I'm not gonna say that that's false.
Anyway, go ahead, Paul.
Oh, so we were talking about watching movies and not knowing or realizing, getting a cultural reference, not because you knew the movie, but because you knew it from a cartoon. Apparently, Michigan J. Frog makes an appearance in this book. The Warner Brothers character. The singing frog from Warner Brothers. Yes, yes.
What is happening? What is this book? And compared to everything else has been so boring. And then this one is just like RL, the one time RL did like drugs and just kind of started writing. He's like, oh, Stephen King writes on cocaine? I'll write on cocaine. And then this is what happened for it.
Probably, dude. RL is making bank.
You know what else he made? He also made up this character called a Vampirilla, which is a vampire gorilla that's in this book too, guys.
So it's like a playoff Vampirilla, the like sexy horror girl?
I guess so.
He's bought a couple Vampirella books. R.L. Stine is totally the type of guy who owns a Vampirella collection.
You think he's a Vampirella fan?
Yeah, dude, he's a booby looker through and through.
He probably saw it and got all like a little inappropriately aroused, and then
I don't think there's any. I'm on board with Vampirella. That's yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk about this more. What else can we say about let's wrap up the show, I guess, in general, right? Is there anything else to wrap up the show?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll definitely explore this one more because I think it's worth exploring a little bit more.
I think so. I think we should maybe do this Camp Goosebuds before Halloween. Let's get a special Camp Goosebuds Halloween episode. We'll talk about Halloween a little bit more, right? I think that's a good idea.
We have this. We have an episode that's just came out before this, but then we also have this episode. But I don't know about you guys, but I think we should do a third episode this month too.
Oh,
I'm fine. Whoa,
it's Halloween.
throwing it out there. Throwing it out there. Now we have to do
special.
it.
Let's do a Halloween special.
Oh,
we're gonna
okay,
do
yeah.
it. And it's I was thinking, Dom, if you're into this, we could read a Fear Street book. We could get feared.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, this was as surreal and scary as I think it's ever going to get in this book, because I honestly didn't know what was going to happen. But yeah, I'm down for Fear Street. We can get a little more adult. Let's give it a shot.
I mean, we could do something else.
No, this is good. The gauntlet's been thrown.
I wanna read the scariest Fear Street book, or the most Halloween. No, I'm not talking Halloween enough. I'm talking
not Halloween enough.
Halloween.
You want
give it a shot.
If you folks like Goosebuds and you want to support it, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Goosebuds. There, you can go ahead and become a member of Camp Goosebuds. Enjoy the special edition of Camp Goosebuds that will be about Halloween, exclusive to Patreon supporters.
We're going to talk about our favorite candy. We've done that before, but we'll do it again.
No. Times change. Candies change, okay?
Candy tastes change. Yeah.
You don't know.
That's true. We really don't. Also, besides that, you can listen to our first of the episodes of the new format. But we also wanted to get your guys' submissions for topics and things to talk about. Obviously, this October episode, we have pretty good fertile ground to talk about. But please send us your messages on the Patreon, what you guys want us to discuss, Q&A stuff. We're also going to try to figure out a way to do like a live episode. We don't know how yet. We're going to find out a way to do that.
We're going to figure that out. We're going to figure that out at some point.
I should also add, if you subscribe to the Patreon, like Dom mentioned, you also have access to our new Discord. It is rolling. There's some weird stuff going on in the conversation. There's a lot of Kevins. There's a lot of Kevins in our Discord, and I don't know what the fuck that means.
So many Kevins.
Too many Kevins, maybe? I don't want to say that. A lot of Kevins.
Wow, sounds like you want to make the Goosebuds Patreon exclusive Discord channel great again, Chad.
Oh, don't put that on me. I just think we need to monitor the Kevins and make sure they're not getting too big
and build a
too
Kevin
strong
wall.
Yeah. It's not a Kevin ban. It's not a Kevin ban, okay?
Like a Kevin pen.
It is strictly a Kevin ban. It's not a Kevin ban. It's strictly a Kevin ban.
A Kevin ban. They're talking about Home Alone in there right now. Would you say that Home Alone is Halloween enough?
Oh!
Yeah.
Even though it's clearly a Christmas movie?
It's clearly a Christmas movie, but there's like a haunted basement and criminal invaders.
There's a criminal murder man. There's a man who makes zombies.
Prowlers, maybe?
Mummies. He makes mummies. There's a mummy maker in it.
Wait, no, he doesn't? What are you guys talking about?
There's an urban legend about the guy who lives next door that he kills people and keeps their body in salt.
I make mummies out of them.
And he makes mummies out of them? I just don't remember that detail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, it's in it.
Well, this is a perk of being woke, Chad. Once you are woke, then you can see everything for what it is.
And I guess you'll be woke if you go to our Patreon. We also have a subreddit if you want to discuss stuff on the Reddit platform. You know, with all those fun people who are obsessed with Rick and Morty memes. You can go to reddit.com/r/goosebuds. We have a nice little community over there as well.
It's actually a great time, and we often read the review threads where people talk about each book, the unofficial discussion threads. They're fantastic.
Well, here's an unofficial Goosebuds topic, and maybe I'll just start it. Beneath the Planet of the Apes. See if you can get a chance to watch it, and we'll talk about it.
I would actually love to have that.
I'm going to watch it before the next Camp Goosebuds so that we can talk about that.
Yes.
I'm going to do it.
I like this idea.
Maybe I own it already. Hold on. This seems like a movie that Joe Williams would have owned and given to me. Hold on. I'm going to check. Let's see.
Okay.
Beneath the Planet of the Apes, right? So,
yeah.
Yes. Not beyond, like I tweeted about, I was wrong. It's beneath. Because they're like, we've already covered the whole planet. What could possibly be also on it unless... What's under that surface? What's under that crust?
Chad had taken the dank bomb. Just forgive him.
He dank bombed. Yeah, dank bombed. I don't have it. I will buy it, though. And I will get it and watch it.
Sure.
I will say that the storyline really mirrors our plight today. That's all I'll say.
That's creepy.
Okay.
That's creepy.
It is. What lies beneath the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, we'll have a discussion for it. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at Goosebuds Pod. We love hearing from you guys on there, and people sharing the love of our episodes means a lot to us.
And you can follow each of us at our personal ones. Mine's at Paul Ritchie, Ritchey.
I'm at Dom. I am at Dom Moschetti. If you can spell it, just wing it on Google. It'll come up.
That's how Dom. That's a test that Dom puts you through.
Yeah.
You got to earn it.
It's my name. I've been burdened with it. So shall ye.
I love it. And I'm, it's probably the same way. If you're spelling it out, you're probably going to find it, but I'm at Quantum Theory. That's QUANDTUM Theory.
What do you think your guy's real name is?
My deep name?
Yeah.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I'm talking about your mom and dad were like, this one is called this. But what's your real name?
just my deep name? My deep name is probably Sancho.
Sancho?
Yo.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it is. Yeah.
Sancho Ritchie.
Wait, what's the last name?
Sancho Ritchie. It's still Ritchie.
Ritchie. Okay. Sancho. I like Sancho.
Sancho Ritchie. Okay, sure. No, that's fine. That's good. That's good. I think Hunter.
Beautiful. You look like a hunter, dude.
I feel like a safe white person name like Hunter is probably what my parents were really planning.
That's good for you. It fits you real well.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
What about you, Dom?
Skittle.
Sorry, Skittle. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I like that. I like where you're going.
Not like the candy, like the guy, the one unique man named Skittle. Me.
Was there a Skittle?
There is now.
Well, there's Skittles.
Yeah.
I didn't choose my name. It's just who I am. It's just who I am.
No, I shouldn't shame you. You're right. I really shouldn't for your Skittle name. It's a handsome, beautiful name.
Hey, why doesn't everyone help Skittle out and go to comfyjunior.com and just spend money blindly? Do it.
Do you want to spell that URL while you're at it?
Comfy Junior, Comfy JR, dude. COMFYJR.com.
Every time you tell me it, I go to it just to enjoy the comfiness of that website.
And there's some dude, I got purple sheets the other day, and I'm like, damn, this is Comfy Junior. They're like almost silk. They're Comfy Junior, baby.
Wait, just to clarify, Comfy Junior is not selling those sheets. You're talking about your personal sheets.
No. But I felt that they were very Comfy Junior. They were very on brand for my style of relaxation. Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah, I guess that's the episode.
We're limping over the finish line here.
I don't know. I really I just got so mentally fucked by that book. Like, I have just had a hard time processing words. Jokes just don't make sense. It's like in Trump's America when everything's so crazy you can't make fun of it. I just don't.
Yeah, we discovered our deep name, so we found out something about ourselves.
Chet's tired of being fucking blown away. He's tired of being shocked by
you know what, you're right. maybe his deep name coming to light wasn't a good thing for tonight. We should have saved that.
I couldn't handle it. You guys really should have waited, but whatever, it's fine.
I just want to share this last thing with you, and then let's get out of here. I bought a VHS. I bought a VHS today of Blackula, the exploitation film. And on the VHS cover, it says, in quotes, Blackula is the most horrifying film of the decade.
Oh.
And who said this? The Count Dracula Society.
Hold on, I'm looking this up. Hold on. Is this still a thing? The Count Dracula Society.
I want to join. Please tell me if it is.
If someone knows if someone knows horror, it's them.
Is it .org.uk? Because I found it. And it says, the Dracula Society, we bid you welcome, enter freely and of your own will. Oh, because they're vampires, so they're giving us permission to enter.
Oh, no. Now we're there. What are those things called?
Sex slaves.
Sex slaves. We're sex slaves.
By the way, they have a annual dinner, the Dracula Society. They handed over 2 awards every year. The Hamilton Dean Award is given to the person or persons who are judged to have made the most outstanding contribution to the Gothic supernatural genre. And then there's the Children of the Night Award. Its literary counterpart is awarded to the author of the book judged to be the most outstanding in the field. This is
there's also a poems and links section, so go there.
Yeah, we might dig into this as well. Guys, is that it?
That's it.
I think so.
This has been a ridiculous episode. Thanks to everyone who recommended this book, because, yeah, it was a good one.
On behalf of Hunter and Skittle, I'm Sancho. This has been Goosebuds.
Oh, wait, what's the real name for Goosebuds?
Oh, fuck. Monkey Men?
This has been Monkey Men.
This episode of Goosebuds is brought to you by our wonderful Patreon supporters. They include these terrific, terrific people. Asim Zaman.
Stephen Jive Turkey Kuwabara.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Meowers.
Kale Clinton.
SBS or Sibs.
Ryan Melfi.
Logan Troiano.
Kyle Billings.
Gettysburg.
Michael Knight.
Pen Mask.
Sarah Welch.
Jack Frazee.
Nathan Wainwright.
Connor Church.
Zachary Lawson.
Zenticles.
Lyndon Martin.
Ronald King.
Drew Applegate.
Heath Robinson.
Silo.
Alistair Perez.
Brian.
Victor.
Aaron Cole.
Becca McWilliams.
It's three guys who read Goosebumps, Morty.
Zam Bambino.
Stephen Smith.
Spencer Egert.
I'm reading ahead, sorry. Christopher McElvogue. I know you guys see the one I'm looking at.
Sven Stormbeard.
Patrick Murphy.
Ben Bohan.
Chase Nyman.
Psychomaster 1.
Nice. Carly Sarnowski.
Vincent Modica.
Aaron T. Strunk.
Nathan Remick.
Chris Culver.
Paul's Responsibilities. You can't hide forever, you Italian dream boy.
I want to know what that is.
I don't know what that feels like a warning. I don't know.
There's a creepy mantis as its picture too, which makes it even scarier. Stephen Daniels.
John Jimko.
Brandon Rowdenbush.
Fausto the Taco Druid.
Brian Hamgood.
Matthew Stevens.
Fangirling with Mel.
Jennifer Britton.
Eric Inkland.
Afshin Motoleb.
Bean Daddy Spook Boy.
And Danky McStanky.
Just like Hollywood _
Sarah Kemp.
YT Chan.
Matt Flanagan.
Jubs.
Grady Wakeman.
The Rupel Productions.
Mayor Negatorium.
Yeah. Joshua Lopez.
Jordan Winkleman.
Honk.
Hi, Raposo.
Martin A. Macias.
Daniel Callejas.
Oh. Kenneth Tyler Burns.
Madeline Volker.
Jim Greaves.
Jean-Luc.
Natu Pearl Henderson.
Christopher Bites.
Hollis Hornbeak.
Oh yeah, it's my boy Turtlemancer.
Zachary James Blacks.
Walter Frazier.
Ryan Fisk.
Ford Theater Reunion.
Sean Lyons.
Cameron Murphy.
Paul Grasso.
Ben Bueller.
Michael McDowell.
Nick Hayes.
David Cron.
Zangief.
Dagger Throwing Knives.
I'm a Kevin.
Joshua P. Robertson.
Tim Healy.
Ed Burdick.
David Cole.
Aaron Manchester.
Beware and warning. Beware. Okay. Watch out.
Anything. It could be anything. It could be that mantis coming for me. Mickey C.
Depio.
Jared Mason.
Kevin Boucher.
Taylor Deers.
Derek Dalton.
Jonas Blatterman.
Cyrus Silvertree.
Matt Sadler.
Nick Hinkle.
Benson P.
Brian Fernetten.
Fred Atkins.
Nathan Dolezal.
Clayton C.
Mike Lanteri.
Kyla Tharp.
Buddy Morrill.
Chris Birch.
And Joe. Sky.
Thank you guys so very much.
Thank you for the support. We love y'all.
Thank you.